Hi, YouTube. I'm Cole Gaming, and in today's episode, I'm going to talk about a new indie platformer game. The name, as you can see, is Volchaos. Why, you ask? It takes place inside volcanoes, somehow. Let's take a look at the options menu, shall we? Oh, well, not much here, is there? If it's any excuse at all, it is indeed a fairly simple game. I can adjust the volumes and the resolution. Works for me. So you have letterboards as well. That's pretty cool. That's indeed one thing that the game did right. Let's start the game. So we're supposed to touch the flag at the end while trying to catch as many gems as possible. Without dying. I'm just going to try and beat my high score. As you can see, the maps all look pretty much the same. It does provide you with a few challenges though, and some really terrible and annoying music. Really annoying. The same loop over and over again. One thing you might have noticed as well, is that the maps are really short, and they all pretty much have the same enemies. One thing worth talking about is the damn controls. Yes, they work. I still can't help but feel like the controls are way too sensitive. It's especially noticeable while jumping. It feels like jumping on ice. So slippery. The slightest touch will make my character slide off the cliff. Just more of the same. What happened with the story in the beginning of the game? What was the point of even including that part in the game? Can't say we're missing out on much. I'll read you the Steam description of the game, and you can hear for yourself. Volchaos is an ultra-challenging old-school platformer. As a nameless explorer, you must navigate through dangerous volcanoes in search of precious gems you can use to pay off your mortgage, bad investments, and alimony. To further complicate matters, the lava is continuously rising and an array of enemies stands in your path. Will you become rich? Heck, you will be lucky to survive. Just feels so cheap. Now the game tries to score some points by claiming to be difficult. is it? Yes, it actually is. Not in a good way, though. It doesn't feel justifiable. If you look at games like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, you know very well that whenever you die, it is justifiable. It's your own fault. You didn't block or dodge at the right time. You get hit by a sword, it actually seriously hurts your character. This game, it feels like it's difficult for the pure sake of being difficult. It's hard to explain, but I never feel like it's my own fault that I keep dying. It just feels like either bad or good luck. That's really not a positive thing. As far as indie games goes, I feel like Hotline Miami did it right. It feels like your own fault that you keep dying every other second. You never blame the game. You know it's your own damn fault. Earlier on, I mentioned that the maps and enemies are pretty much all the same. This makes the game feel extremely repetitive. They should have been a lot more creative when it comes to the enemies and maps. And it wouldn't hurt the game to include an actual, story. At least they included a lot of levels. 60-something levels. Would I recommend the game? It's actually pretty cheap. So if you're just looking for a cheap platformer, then why not? However, if you're looking for a good platformer, go with Shovel Knight. It's amazing. It also has a lot of variations, with maps, enemies, music, etc. It's really quite challenging, and rightfully so. Thank you for watching. This is Cole Gamer. Like and subscribe, bitches.